Hi, good day. You are welcome to my YouTube class. Now today we are looking at the question under sequence. Now let's look at the question. Now an arithmetic progression has 3 as its first term. The sum of the first 8 terms is twice the sum of the first 5 terms. Find the sum of the first 10 terms. Now to answer this question, I have to read in between lines to make sure that I get the idea of the question. Now we are told that in an arithmetic progression, now the first term is 3, so I write a equals to 3. That's the first term. Now the next phrase there is the sum of the first 8 terms is twice the sum of the first 5 terms. In an arithmetic progression, when you add the first 8 terms together, you add the value you have, the question is saying is equals to when you add the first 5 terms together and you multiply it by 2. And that's what the question is saying. Now we'll write that mathematically now, that S8, meaning the sum of the first 8 terms, equals to 2 times S5, the sum of the first 5 terms. So now since this is sum of an arithmetic, so we are going to use the formula of sum of the first n term of an arithmetic progression, which is Sn equals to n all over 2 open brackets 2a plus n minus 1d. Alright, so this is the formula for finding the sum of the first n term of an arithmetic progression. So I'm going to substitute inside this formula for S8 and also for S5. Now let's do that. So we have 8 over 2 open bracket 2 times a is 3 plus open bracket n is 8, that's 8 minus 1 times d is not given in the question, okay, equals to 2 open brackets, now S5 now, so when n is 5, so I'm going to have 5 over 2 open bracket 2a plus 2a is what? A is 3 in the question, that's times 3 plus n is 5, that's 5 minus 1, so that's plus 5 minus 1 times d. Okay, so and we close the bracket here. Alright, so now this expression here is the same thing as what we have here after substitution. So we now have this to be 4 open bracket, this is 6, 2 times 3 is 6 plus 7d. We close the bracket, equals to, now these two we cancel these two, so we have 5, that's 5 open bracket 6 plus 4d, close the bracket. So from here you open the bracket here, so 4 times 6, that is 24, plus 4 times 7d, that's 28d, equals to 5 times 6, that's 30, plus 5 times 4, that's 20d. Now here you collect the like terms. Now the terms with d can be on the left hand side, so we have 28d minus 20d equals to 30 minus 24. Don't forget, when the terms crosses the equality sign, the sign changes. So you can see 20d is plus here, when it gets here it becomes minus. So when you subtract this, you have what? 8d equals to 30 minus 24, that's going to be 6. Alright, so here you divide both sides by the coefficient of d, that's 8. So we have d equals to 6 over 8, and that gives you 3 over 4. When you divide this by 2, you have 3, this by 2, you have 4. So this is the common difference. So we can now go ahead and find the sum of the first 10 terms of the arithmetic progression. So we are still going to make use of this formula, because this is the formula for finding sum of an arithmetic progression. So we will now write S10 equals to n over 2, that's 10 over 2, 10 over 2, 2 times a, that is 2 times the first term, 2 times 3, the first term is 3, plus, what's the n again? That's 10. So 10 minus 1 times d. Now we have the d to be what? 3 over 4. That's 3 over 4. Okay, so that gives you 5. 10 divided by 2 is 5. And this gives you 6 plus 10 minus 1, that's 9, times 3 over 4. Okay, and we can open the bracket here. So 5 times 6, that's 30, plus 5 times 3. I choose to multiply, or I choose to multiply with 9. So 5 times 9, that's 45. That's 45 times 3 over 4. Okay, so this one is over 1. You can find the LCM. The LCM here is 4. So 1 goes in 4. 4 times 30, that's 120. Plus 4 goes in 4. 1. 1 times what we have here, that's going to be 45 times 3. 45 times 3, that's 135. 135. So now you add the numerator together. So that gives you 255 over 4. Over 4. Okay, now this is our answer, but we can simplify it further. We can express it in mixed fraction. So let's look at it. Now you can say 4 goes in 25. That is 6. Now it's going to remain 1. So you put down 1 in front of this 5. Now 4 goes in 15, and that is 3. That's 3. Remainder 3 all over 4. So this is the sum of the first 10 terms of the arithmetic progression, and this is our answer.